You're watching Project Nigel. Indeed, it is a very good morning, a very good Sunday morning. Today, more work on Project Terry. I am going to remove the bumper, remove the mirrors, remove the dashboard, remove the door card and take the glass out of the front and the back. That is a plastic gun in case you're curious. And I am going to attempt to show how to do this stuff without being utterly dreary. Before any of that though, I'm going to attempt to eat a Hollands pie without spilling it everywhere. Now the trouble with these, look, they're all really incredibly floppy when they're hot. So that tray that come out would have come in handy. Either that or just have a fork. I have been meaning to replace this thing on Nigel for quite a while. It's just one of those details that aren't really important, but I may as well put the piece in there. And already this is the problem with trying to film what I'm doing. This is a very easy job indeed, but trying to do it with one hand, I've done it. Okay, removing mirrors, that's an absolute doddle. There are just three what's that size there, T25s there. Of course, to get to that you have to take off the trim in the corner there, which is a bit difficult to do without breaking it. Ideally you would take off the door card first, which is a bit difficult to do without breaking it. And there we go, that's come off. A piece of cake. Very easy job to do. And these mirrors are £15 each, or £18 if you start asking for it for a tenner. Next up is taking off this lovely big piece of hinged glass there. Nice easy job. It is held on by three screws in the back of there, which you can't see, and then on the inside of the B-pillar there's something attaching it there. Basically it's not going to be difficult. The seat belt's got to come off first, so that involves a 17mm socket there. Now the obvious problem here is how do you undo it at this end and this end without dropping it onto the floor and smashing into 70,000 pieces. That's kind of easy. You just use some tape across the glass onto the body and it won't fall off. I haven't got any tape though, that's the only trouble, so I've got to rely on the grab it quick method. Well, that was relatively free of drama, wasn't it? Probably time for a second cup of tea now. Now the chances of this glass actually falling out are very slim anyway, because the way these prongs come through the body there, they're actually pointing downwards, so they can't just jump out, can they? One day somebody's going to ask if I have a seal for the 3-door 25 ZR, and I'm going to say yes, I do have one actually. Come on, buy it. Removing the glass and the window regulator is actually very easy indeed. The glass is held in by two 8mm bolts. There they are, one on that side and one on that side. So it's important to position the glass at such a point where you can access both of them. And then the glass just pulls straight out. Now, window regulator, manual or electric, it's the same. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts to come out. That's how easy it is. And that's what it looks like in a cardboard box. Just found another 95p. Now this clock in here I know doesn't work, so I'm going to take it out and see whether it's possible to fix it. Now the next thing, is it easy to remove the dashboard from a Rover 25? And the answer is yeah, it is actually. Steering wheel's got to come off, and so's the centre console there, which is just held in by 4 screws. And steering wheel airbag is held on by 2 T30s, and then we can pull the airbag off like that. And somebody's going to say, oh, I hope you disconnected the battery. You don't want it going off in your face. The answer to that is yes, I have. About 3 weeks back. But there's a lot of nonsense around that anyway. And then the steering wheel itself is held on by a 19mm bolt, which should just come off like this. And it does. Good. There we go, that's the dash out, with a few things broken because I simply don't need them. But the good news is, look, another 50 pence. I could go shopping now. Generally speaking, whatever gets dropped down the dashboard stays there forever. Like that CD there, or this sachet of ketchup. I really do find smashed glass everywhere quite irritating actually. It's bad enough when you have car windscreens being smashed by scrotes to annoy the neighbours, but it doesn't stop there. I mean, obviously that smashed windscreen and the stolen cat, believed to have been done by the same person, has rendered that car a scrapper. I mean, it doesn't end there either, does it? Because it's then the problem of the next person who takes it on, in this case me. Having all that broken glass about everywhere makes it very difficult to do any kind of removal job on there without getting little cuts in your fingers and bits of glass embedded in your fingernails and your pancreas. Right, as it's 2 o'clock, really it's time I got home, being it's a Sunday. Back to full mustard duties tomorrow. Good morning, followers of Mr. Nigel. You may have noticed that it is Sunday, not Saturday. I spent all of Saturday off mustard duties because I didn't feel very good. Not feeling sorry for myself, I just didn't get very much sleep. I did nip into the yard briefly, but there really wasn't any point in just filming for the sake of filming when there's nothing going on. Some of you may have appreciated that, but I wouldn't have wanted to post it. The stuff's bad enough and inconsistent as it is.